Okay, yeah, I know it says Wednesday night watch chat. I was just a little lazy, so I didn't put the Tuesday night watch chat at the end there. But it's the intro. It's what I'm going with. How? Hey, everybody, how you doing? What's going on? Chat. Welcome to a Tuesday night watch talk. Usually on Amin Reviews stream channel, but we're doing it on my channel today. Yeah, speaking of Amin, hey Amin, how you doing, man? What do you
Good,
got on?
Rob. How are you doing?
Good. What do you got on
I
wrist?
had uh, I had it playing on replay through YouTube, so
Yeah.
still the bopping to the beat. Wearing the Batman today.
Oh, the Batman? Amin. Batman. Amin. Batman. Okay. Just way too much fun. I'm not gonna do this for everybody that comes on the show. Maybe I'll stop
No
at
wonder you
Amin.
asked me if I was wearing that watch tonight.
Yeah. I was.
I was like, why are you asking? You're like, oh, just asking.
Yeah.
I should have known.
Well, thanks for joining me tonight, Amin, and and joining us after his stellar Sunday night performance is our buddy Dib. Seiko Doxa. Just a short version, Dib. Don't worry.
I can see that, but how are you guys doing? Um,
We're doing
I'm
good.
trying to move past the Seiko, the Toxa, the face.
All right. Well,
Uh,
you may have to you may
The
have to weather
last
the
time,
storm for a while.
last
no,
time I
that's
wear this
fine.
watch on the Bobby Like stream, let me tell you.
Oh no, did I ruin it for you? Oh man. I'm still gonna play it then, you know. I'm still gonna play it. Anyway, Dib, how are you doing? And what do you got on wrist tonight, buddy?
Well, I have a Toxa sadly, so I have
Uh,
the Sub 1200T Project Aware watch on my wrist. Really nice watch,
yeah.
you know. So yeah.
Now, I don't know. We didn't do any pre talk before the show started. Um, do you want to mention your plans today in regarding to visiting um, a place that sells watches, or is that top secret?
It's not top secret. I'm going to visit my local lady in my city.
Yeah.
I am interested in the new 40 millimeter Panerai Luminar Quadrant eye. I think that's the name they gave it.
Yeah.
Um, See if they have it in stock, wear it, get a feel. I'm stuck between two colors, white and black. So we'll see, and possibly another watch,
Okay.
with it.
Yep.
If
Yep. Well, good luck with that, and hope it works out,
Thank you.
and definitely keep us posted. Let's say hello to the chat before we talk about some watch news. Mountain Standard Time. Would you look at that? Patek Philippe copy to Timex Waterbury Tiffany Blue Dial. I think we're going to be talking a little bit about the Patek Philippe today. Dan is here. Hey, Dan. Kevin double O, double zero. Hey, Clayton, what's up? Marceau, hello. Bill K. Should do live show every day. Yeah, well, I mean, with you on Monday, Rob, and Amin on Tuesday, and me on Wednesday typically, and then Sanjay on Saturday and Sunday. I mean, we have almost all the days covered. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Colin's here, beautiful Benzinger.
Congrats, Marcel. That's a gorgeous watch.
I think I missed it. I didn't
Mhm.
see it. Okay. Um, is Marcel? Does Marcel have a Instagram or
Instagram.
okay?
Yep.
We'll
Yeah, it's
we'll
an
we'll take a look at
Instagram.
it. We'll take a look at it. James is here. Oil Money is here. Wilson, what's up? Hey, Steve Time Hill, what's going on? Justin R strapped in. Deech is here. B Dev. Mark, hey Mark, thanks for joining us. Let us know what you guys are wearing on wrist PBs here, Paul. Hey Rick, what's going on? Hello to you. Craig G is here. Joey B, Anish, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, my buddy Thomas is here. Yeah, Seiko Doxa. That's right, Seiko Doxa.
Mm,
Ken
mm,
Spear
mm,
checking
mm.
in from Pittsburgh. Hey, Caliber, what's up? How are you? What's going on? Hey, Sanjay. Hey, guys, dropping in and out tonight. Kids are still awake. Yep, I know how that goes. Mezzine, what's up? How are you? Bobby, you crack me up. Oh, thanks, Colin. Yeah, yes, Rick, too much time on my hands. I didn't actually, my wife and I are uh, starting up, well, we've been working on the strategy of taking the kids. We'll take turns, like alternate nights. So tonight was my night off from taking the kids to bed, and so right before the stream, I was like, you know what, I have a little bit of time. Let me do an intro for Amin. Jason's here. What is up? Remind me to never go on one of these streams. Oh boy, do I already have an idea of what I would do for you for an intro? Go ahead, Jason.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man. Hey, Kevin S is here. Jason, what's up? Another Jason. How you doing? Uh, the yep, the Black Bay Explorer is here.
Thank you.
Beard is looking good, Amin. Yeah, I think it makes you look younger, Amin. To be honest with you.
Super patchy and sparse. I wish I had the dib coverage, but
Yeah.
what can you do?
I
That's
think you
life.
look fine.
Thank you.
This is a curse. You're just looking at the
Gotta
face.
work
So
with what I can work with.
Bruce G, what is up? How you doing? James Moore. Hey, Romy's here. Steve M. He's wearing his Oris Artelier date on a suede strap. Great dial. Very, very nice.
nice.
Um, Marceau is wearing the Benzinger. Is it a Benzinger or is it Jaeger and Benzinger? Is it do you
It's a
recall? Is it
Benzinger. It's a Benzinger.
okay?
It's skeletonized,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, beautiful colors,
Yeah.
um, just
Awesome.
beautiful, just bespoke, custom Benzinger.
Very nice. Very nice. Pierre is here. Brendan. Hey guys. He's wearing his Navitimer. Rick wearing the Chopik Antarctique again. Our buddy Wolfgang picked up a Chopik recently. Beautiful watch. Bruce G's wearing the Seamaster Casino Royale. Nice. Hey, Alex M is here. Azak Hay is here. Dominic, what is up? Hey, Roy the Tiger. I predict the highest bidder of the Tiffany Patek will be Michael Steinhardt. He's the SOB who's getting zero jail time for. Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that news. This one a billionaire had to return about $70 million worth of art that was stolen, ancient artifacts that he ended up procuring. So he had to return it, and then he's banned from like buying such items again. So seems though it looks like he got off easy, um, in my opinion. Um, okay, Amin, you got it right here. Wow, wow, that is
That's a
incredible.
beauty.
That is incredible because if you go to watch buys, right, they have a ton of different options for you. This is obviously this is not even on there.
Yeah, this
So
is not on.
and so you mentioned that it was bespoke. I guess.
He
Wow.
must have gone through the process with deciding how he wanted it done. But it's oh, this is funny. A trip to Walmart felt so much fancier today. That's I still got toilet paper and Diet Coke.
Yeah.
So funny.
Amazing. Amazing, man.
That's
Well,
that's really
congrats, Marcel.
nice.
Marcel, you got another watch the same day, right? I this is beautiful. I hate to even ask that question, but I could have sworn he got another watch same day. I'm blanking on what it was, but it was or the same couple of days. Let us know. But this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Just really beautiful.
Congrats, man. Cowboy Swami, 1926, the Tudor 1926. Yep. Ken is wearing the PRX. Mez9 is wearing a Samurai 051 tonight. Hey, Dominic, how you doing? He's wearing the Hulk. Okay, Pale Horse, how are you? Anish still wearing his Explorer too. I'm starting to really dig that watch. I mean, I've always liked it, but now, like, man, I could see myself adding one of those if I could, if it's made available to me. Um, even if it's a little bit bigger, 42. I don't mind. Um, okay, let's go down here. Trying to catch up with the chat. Looks like I pretty much have. So I just want to put to rest the conversation I was having on Sunday in regards to the Revolution watch and Baltic collab. I want to spend a minute or two on this. Um, just to rehash, Waco from Revolutionary Watch is claiming that Etienne Malik is one of the brightest and best new designers in horology today. And so I didn't even have to do any research on on the style that that new Baltic release takes from or emulates from. Um, I only had to go through my Instagram, and there is a Roger Dubuis. Somebody posted up a Roger Dubuis. Believe that it was made in the 90s. Or I believe so. Anyway, and it's a homage chronograph to a Patek classic, right? So this is basically the spitting image of that Baltic release, except for it doesn't have the
Hmm.
six, and there's subtle differences here and there. So again, calling Etienne Malik a one of the brightest stars in design and horology today is just way off base. I mean, I'm sure he's a great guy and he's got good taste and he puts together nice looking watches, but to call him, one of the best designers out there, to me is really pushing the envelope. And the fact that he's maybe a good compiler of other designs and putting them together, and that may be a skill in itself. But you know, anyway,
Well,
I just wanted to let it go. Just say one last thing about it. Dib, were you about to say something or no?
honestly, it's not a bad watch to copy from. Oh, sorry, get your inspiration from. But yeah, I mean that's praise which should not have been, given, or there should have been more restraint to it, without using so eloquent words to describe, such a up and coming designer.
Yeah.
And then you put, and it's not even it's a pretty well known watch among indie watch collectors. The homage and the sympathy, like those are the
Hmm.
two backbone of Roger Dubuis' collection. Uh, uh,
And the paddock that the Dubuis is inspired by. I mean, it looks a lot like that Dubuis. It's not like but I think that people don't criticize the Dubuis for multiple reasons. One of which is that it's not like he came and said I'm a genius designer because because I got
Hmm.
inspiration for the paddock. It's more like again, like Dib said, it's a nice looking watch. There's nothing wrong that they made that watch. It's the praise from Waco that you're reacting to, not the
Yeah.
right, not
Right.
the
Right. And
fact that they used that design.
AJ saying so much resentment to the Baltic copy. It's not resentment towards the Baltic copy. It's resentment towards Waco for making that statement.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
honestly happy that Baltic recreated that design at such an affordable price point, so many people can actually, buy it and experience
Hmm.
that watch without spending. I don't know. The homage must be about $20,000 at this point, even more. I'm not really sure about the price point. So, kudos to Baltic for doing it. Not so much to Mr. Rico for waxing lyrics.
Yeah.
Now, how hard do you think it is to do that sort of thing? Like I always think of Dan Henry with this because he's got some nice looking watches, Dan Henry, but I'm assuming they're all copies of historic models from one company or another. Um, the fact that so many people respond positively to that, does that mean other companies are unable to do it, or they just do it worse, or are these guys just they have good media contacts who hype up their stuff?
I think
Combination
that,
of those things.
I think there's a combination of those things. I think you can do homage very, very badly, and then you could do homage very, very good. And then it depends on what you're doing of homage. So apparently sector dial style watches are probably really easy to do an homage of, because it's not really, you're not really uh, changing the world with a design here. You're just copying the design, and it's time tested, and it's very well liked. If you do an homage of a sub, you're gonna probably get criticized for
Mm,
doing that. So it depends on what you're doing an homage of. And I think Baltic, and maybe Dan Henry, they picked the right kind of vintage era type watches to copy. And then, I think there's a lot of like hipsters who love that kind of stuff.
and Baltic,
Uh,
because they keep them small, that's a very hipster-friendly,
yeah.
size.
Yep.
And you're right, they're
Even with
picking really old references that most people don't know that well, so they
Hmm.
don't see them immediately as copies.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dave.
And I think the one good thing about at least Dan Henry is they're not really, shy of what they're taking inspiration from. So if you look at Dan Henry's own website where, he curates all the watches that he has collected over the years, I think that's a good compromise. And the price is good too. It's like 250, $300, right? So
Hmm.
it's a very good entry level price point for people who are just getting into watches, don't know too much about it. It's like a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Mm,
That's how people, view TGV, right?
Hmm.
I started my watch collecting with Mr. Lord Chuffington, but after a while, I realized that there's more, to watch content than his elaborate videos. They are pretty nice, but after a while, they don't really add too much of substance.
So, speaking of TGV, he came out with another collaboration, right? I mean,
Oh, that's sexy.
he's on
the,
fire.
the guy is
He's
on
on
fire.
fire.
Let me pull it up here.
Right
Um,
on the tail of the,
the hand
what
heart.
was it? The hand heart.
Yeah, yeah. So the Laurier, what's it called now? Um,
I think it's called the Safari.
yes,
So what's he
the
done
Safari.
now? He did the squale, the
Yep,
lion heart squale.
yep.
Did he do anything between the squale and the hand heart?
I don't know.
Okay. But he
I
recently did a hand heart,
He
which
recently did a hand heart.
which
Recently, like a couple
yeah.
weeks ago, it came out.
Yep, yep.
And
The handhurt is actually a very good looking watch. Without that medallion in the back where he has a stupid logo, I'd buy it. But this, I really don't know what to think of this watch. It's just um, it's such a mishmash of so many designs. I'm confused. Explain this watch to me is probably the best way I can put it.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Deb. I think I started reading, and then I just lost interest. But I think it's like, a conversation that he went out to dinner with the husband and wife owners of Laurier, and they were talking about styles, and I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Well,
I don't know it looks like a
you know
sector dial with a with a 3, 6, and 9, like an explorer like sector dial. Uh,
the worst part is, they went to dinner 3 years ago, and the server, who was probably, serving them fancy drinks,
Here we go.
you know,
Here we
he
go,
just
Deb.
got choked with all the fluff that was coming out. He's like, "There's too much fluff. There's too much fluff.
Yeah.
Save me."
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yep. Okay.
I mean, come on. It doesn't take 3 years.
Seiko Doxa. Okay.
It doesn't take 3 years to design a watch like that. I mean, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
make the story a little bit shorter. The stars aligned, we saw a design,
Sure.
and I drew it up, and my little dinosaur, walked around it, or ran on it, something like that.
They say inspired by his vintage Lord Sanford skin diver. I'm Googling images of that right now, and I see a bunch of Lord Sanford skin divers that look zero like this at all. Maybe he had a different one.
I have
But
no
this
idea.
looks like what Dipset called it a mishmash. It looks like they took a Explorer dial
Yeah.
and then micro branded it up with some colors and some different hands. Yeah. I don't like it.
Okay, so let's get that off screen. Um, Romy, agreeing with you guys. I think it's hard to make a very good quality homage of a past watch. Kudos to Dan Henry and Baltic. Um, exactly. Dan Henry seemed to be ethical and not milking the community. Um, Baltic started out as fun, small watches, old styles. Then they went full micro brand hype. Um, Fortis was before.
Oh,
Did
I
he do
think
a?
I remember that.
Yeah, I think of that. I think that's right. Yeah. Um, Now the handhorn is called a red lion with a red pusher and the lion on the
Oh,
back.
Lion Shark was the squally. That's right.
Yeah,
Lion Shark.
but I think the handhorn is just a 417 with just a red pusher and the lion shark in the back. I think
Lion in the back.
lion. What did I say?
Lion Shark in the back.
Just lion shark, same
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah. That's his
Um,
thing, lion sharks.
Random Rob looks good. Buy one if you can, because it will be worth much more as soon as it sells out fast.
The
Well, the
TGV
handhorn,
watch.
yeah, the handhorn is already sold out. Um, and so Laurier, I mean, I don't know if it's limited or not.
I think
But
they did say.
yeah, they did
I'm
say.
not sure. I don't remember. I don't know.
I think the Laurier is a 36 millimeter, good price point. Um, Laurier Neptune is quite nice, but those two look odd. The white dial one looks like a Hamilton khaki. I had the Gemini, and Dib, you had the Gemini too, right? Laurier
I
Gemini.
had the Gemini. I
Yeah.
got two white dial
Lion Shark.
Geminis, and I got the worn and wound limited edition one that they made,
Hmm.
88 pieces. It was a nice watch, it was lovely. I had it for a couple of months and I moved it along. But looking at this Laurier, there seems to have been some, like look at the crown. It's the same exact crown that they use in the Gemini watch, So there are parts sharing. It's not a brand new case. It's okay, and I'm sure there will be people who will love this watch. It's just not for me. It's too confusing for me. Okay, what's it supposed to be? It looks like a field watch, which might be a diver, you know, which you might give to somebody in the cold, cold, streets of Astoria after having a fancy meal. Who knows?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm a little just getting a message here from Mrs. Legs. Let's scroll down here. Everyone has a collab watch now. I can't wait for the Amicel straps and collab with Jacques Hedros. I think that would be really, really nice. I think that would be a really, really nice collab.
I
What do you
feel
think,
like I
huh?
have a chance at a Kari collab now with this latest news from Monochrome.
Yeah, nice.
Amin
Well,
sells straps and Kari V.
yeah,
I'm gonna shoot for the stars.
excellent. Okay, Hanhart going to have a 39 normal model. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time reading. Hanhart going to have a 39 normal model. Yeah, I think it was a 39 millimeter on the red line, I think. Um, when is Bobby Legs going to update his logo to Mercedes hands? That's a good one. That's a good one. I think I'm gonna have to call my designer buddy and have him do that. Very good point. Thanks, Kevin, for reminding me. I appreciate it. Um, Mr. Unshade. Okay, so there's some big news, right? Lately in regards to watch releases, right? So let's take a look at the biggest one. I think that we have seen in the last day or two, and that is the new Patek uh, release the Nautilus in the Tiffany blue. What do you guys think about this? Amin, you first.
I think it's pretty cheesy, the watch. Um, I think it's sort of I've talked to I've been influenced by talking to some other people, and I could see how maybe it's a good thing for Tiffany. I don't think it's a good thing for Paddock. I think it just seems like just it cheapens the brand. It's a little bit of a cash grab, little bit of a publicity stunt. Kind of the actual look of the watch is lacks subtlety, sort of like more micro brandy. I just I don't like it. The fact that a lot of people seem to dislike the fact that it is huge hype monster and that all about how few people can get it. That part actually doesn't bother me as much. If they had made it um cooler and then
Hmm.
said only 140 people can get it, uh then I'd like it more. I just think it's not a very cool watch. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the green one a lot better than this. This just looks kind of tacky.
What do you think, Deb?
Um, I like the Nautilus, the model. I'm not really sure if I like this shade of blue. Just putting the color aside, I think my Doxa is a better, more vivid uh, blue than this blue. I can't say it's Tiffany blue because they have the name trademark, but um, overall, I think they need not have done this. They're already at peak hype. Rappers, Instagrammers, celebrities, everybody likes to hype Patek nowadays. They did not need the hype. Now, about 170 people getting it, I'm fine with it. You spend big, you get the watch, or people, you get the watch. It's as simple as that. But it. I think it was unnecessary.
Hmm.
That part doesn't bother me either. They said that they're phasing out the 5711 because they don't want their brand to be defined by a watch or a model. And this has the opposite effect to me. It's sort of like, if that's why you're phasing it out, then phase it out in a classy manner and move on with what does define your brand, as opposed to like, I mean, this is a massive publicity grab. If anything, it says this is what our brand is all about.
And this is where I'm confused, honestly, with Mr. Stern. He said, I don't want us, Patek Philippe, to just focus on one watch, the Nautilus, because it's slowly and steadily starting to appear that we only make one watch, whereas we make incredible watches. And you yourself go ahead, go back and do the same watch in a different dial color. Uh, I just think it's lazy. It's like, oh, you know what? It's the end of the year. I need some money. Put this out and let people fight it out. I mean, I've seen people, dealers already posting, watch to buy. Hey, my client is willing to pay 1.5 million for it.
Wow.
So that's the highest number I've seen. But I've at least seen 5 or 6 dealers who are saying 1 million easy. Here's my money. If somebody can get me the watch, 1 million wire ready. So they're just feeding that hype train, which is good for them. But in the long run, is it good for the incredible watches that Patek Philippe makes? Probably not.
If they
Because
said
honestly, go ahead, Amin.
if they said the last 100 Blue Dial 5711s will be sold exclusively through Tiffany with our stamp and just had the regular Blue Dial, like that would have been a cooler move to me than this. This just looks like just very lazy, like Dib said.
Honestly, for
Yeah.
me, the dial doesn't look cohesive. I don't know. It's probably the incredibly blue, baby blue color with the indices with like black borders in it. I don't know. It just looks too busy for some reason. Uh,
Yeah, Kevin's agreeing with you guys. Any watch they did would have been exclusive and ultra hype. This is just so lazy and uninspired and panders to the social media hype machine. Neo saying Paddock only makes watches so they can make money. They don't do it for shits and giggles.
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I'm not saying they should be a charity organization, but in the in they've cultivated an image, and they've those ads they run that you don't own a paddock, you just take care of it for the next generation. They've cultivated that sort of image for many years now. That people have their grandfather's watch, and
Mhm.
this kind of craps on that image. It says we're the new money Instagrammers watch. It's the opposite of what I feel like
that's
what's
the.
in their best interest.
I'm just using Mr. Stern's word. I mean, I think this interview came out especially when they discontinued the blue dial and the green dial was announced. He said, we don't want us to focus on just one watch. We want our customers to focus on Patek Philippe, the experience. We have incredible grand complications, watches in different, precious metals and different, chronographs, minute repeater, everything. You need to focus on that. And now
Mm.
he goes ahead and brings out 170 watches, which I'm pretty sure is pre-sold already to preferred
Yeah.
VIPs. So it's just it's just lazy. They're entitled to make money. It's their own brand. They can do whatever they want with it, but it's not helping them in the long run.
For like Wilson says, fellas, this is business. For those of you who are saying they're doing this for the money, like yes, obviously they're doing it for the money, but Rolex could come out with a limited edition of 100 every month this year, and they'd make a lot of money off of it and get a lot of hype over it. But what does it do to their brand in the long run? What does it do to their ability to make money in the long run? That's what I'm talking about. We all know this is business. It's just, is this good for Paddock in the long run? I don't think so.
Bobby Watch Medicine is saying Tiffany blue color has a certain charm to it, except when they put it on a watch dial, it would look nice on the reverse, maybe. Um, Kevin saying they should have done a Tiffany blue perpetual calendar. Let's see
Yeah,
here. Bobby saying hot take. I mean, Joey B, hot take. I'm going to pass on this one. Um, Andre is saying, I agree with Amin. They are milking the S out of this model, that's cheap. Um, and something, the rumor has it that Stern wants to cash out for years now. He probably wants to position the company for sale. It's the Nautilus exit plan.
that would be
Uh,
sad.
Romy 360. I have no problem with this dial color. They could have lightened up the black to a nice lighter gray color. It is Tiffany, by the way. Be Dev too feminine for a masculine watch. I actually thought that for a bit there. That was like one of my first impressions. Um, Bobby again here. I would like them to hide the one Tiffany blue dial Nautilus, and Nicolas Cage has to hunt it down like Nicolas Cage in National Treasure, fighting gray market dealers and auctioneers. Would watch that. You know who wouldn't watch that movie? Sanjay. He doesn't watch any movies.
Yeah,
Um,
after this, they should come out with 10 of these in titanium, just 10, and then like you have to fight in a cage match on TV or something in order to be eligible to buy one.
never saying
Some
that
kind
his,
of Hunger Games.
never saying his grandfather would have passed on this monstrosity. Um, yeah, I got to tell you. Um, Let me just say some more comments here. Sorry, and then I'll give you my take. Long run, this model will be very much desired as long as they don't keep doing this. It's all good. And as some is saying, Amin Stern is not in it for the long run. His kids don't want to go into the company. He wants to sell Paddock.
Yeah, then it's perfect.
Um, I got to tell you, I mean, I don't know. I feel like all these brands are just trying to out hype Rolex at the end of the day, right? And so they're taking some of these chances and risk. And for some brands like Patek, it'll work out for them. At the end of the day, nobody's going to care about the grandfather watch thing. It's just going to drive up hype for Patek. What I got to tell you, I mean, it's not maybe it has nothing to do with this release, or maybe this release reminded me something that I'm just getting tired of these brands, like either just putting a different dial color on a watch, or going into the vault and taking a design and bringing it back again. I feel like there's a lack of creativity with a lot of these major brands. I mean, you'll see the creativity in the independents when they're doing some great things, but I just feel like it's like movies today, right? I mean, every movie, it's like the same movie. I mean, how many more Avenger movies are we gonna see? You know what I mean? Like it's all that comes out now. I mean, sure, there's some independent films that are put out, but none of these films get the hype as the big studio action movies. And I just feel like these releases are just another version of an action movie that we know how it goes, and I don't know, it's just uninspiring. Um, Kevin S saying lazy. Um, they should make a Nautilus with a Pepsi bezel. Okay, all right, maybe that's true. Um, are we good? Are we good with Paddock? Can we lay this one to rest and go somewhere else
Yeah,
now with this? What do you guys think?
yeah.
Let's go
Sure.
and see if there's some other new releases that may catch our eye here. Um, can we skip some of these? Anybody want to talk about the new Blancpain 50 Fathoms Tourbillon? Um,
I'm not qualified enough for that.
yes, no. Speaking of indie watchmakers, Shapiro comes out with a Infinity Tantalum limited edition watch. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful work done here. I think it is limited to like what, 30 watches. Um,
Wasn't a lot.
yeah, or the price was 33,000. 26 pieces in total. Um, and as our resident Guilloche fan, what did you think about this one?
It's beautiful. It doesn't. I don't think move the needle too much for
Hmm.
me. I think his watches are beautiful watches. I mean, I would love to own one. Um, Tantalum for me doesn't change too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
but
it's very pretty.
yeah, they're
Hmm.
beautiful
Go ahead,
watches.
Amin.
No, no, sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
It's very pretty, but it doesn't float my boat. Like the recent release from an indie that I really liked, and I wish I could afford it, or buy it at the right time, would be the new Sarpaneva.
Hmm.
It's the I think it's called the Moomin
Oh yeah.
limited edition. Oh, I mean, essentially it's a watch which reminds you why watches are fun.
Mm.
Why we get into this hobby. Like you don't take that watch too seriously. I mean, yes, the price is nothing to be, price is 12,000 euros, so it's not a cheap watch, but it just reminds you that watches are fun. I can look at the dial and get a little laugh. Uh,
Yeah.
keep it simple. It just reminds me of that fun which I think is lacking with Patek Philippe right now. Too serious.
Mm.
Let loose. You have all
Yeah.
the money in the world. Make something incredible, not a different dial color. Yeah, good for you for making the dial color, but where's the joie de vivre? It's just continuity. Is there any break? No.
Yeah. Hot take. Nice. And something is saying, I really like Shapiro, but damn, 33K for an off-the-shelf UWD movement, and it was a Vaucher movement before. Kadoki does better for like a third of the price. It's overpriced when you factor in the movement. Daniel Katz, I'd go with a Line A for less. Yeah, Line A, beautiful watches. Yeah,
I,
beautifully
I
done.
think the line is one third the cost of the
Yep.
Shapiro.
Yeah. Colin, limited to 33. Some were sold early, sold out, and he won't be making any more Infinity unless he does a Tiffany Dow. uh, Thank you, Daniel, for the super chat. I appreciate it, by the way. Um, Time Hell says, I like Shapiro, especially with the gold numerals.
Yeah, that one looks super nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whoa, Deb, joie de vivre. I don't know. I'm going to give up. Can you say it, Deb, please, again?
Joie de vivre.
Nice. Nice. I would guess, I would imagine that means the joy of life, right? Or no, joy in life.
Okay, now you're making me confused. It's like the confusion waves are coming all the way from the US to India,
Uh,
8,000 miles away.
Scott's saying the Telem case is a reason it's expensive. Part of the reason I'd buy from Shapiro is because he's in LA and Jewish, and I'm in LA and Jewish, and I think it's cool. Karan saying back in the day, Breitling had a Tiffany Blue Super Avenger Caribbean edition. Yeah, French lessons. I took French for 3 years in high school, and man, my accent is just awful, awful. Way. I hear Doxa also has a Tiffany dial. Now we were talking earlier, um, and you were saying how you, you kind of, hey Chaz, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Um,
Hey guys.
I mean, you were
Hey,
saying that
Chaz.
the Tiffany craze has you know made your doxa slightly less appealing to you. Were you? Is that what you're saying?
Anything something becomes super trendy and hyped, I start to feel like it's just less appealing, less cool, and yeah, diminishes my interest. So like I
Well,
just
the
think that
good thing
when
about a doxa is you can always trade that in and get another color.
yeah,
They're not
no,
lacking in
I like
colors.
it, and this will pass. This once this it's like this paddock came out today, and it's like, oh god, super played out, can't just yuck, and so it's my feeling today. But
Yeah,
and there were times like I felt that way when I had a Pepsi. It was just catching so fire so much, and Timex came out with the Q, and everywhere I looked, it was Pepsi, and then I was like, oh, do I really want a Pepsi right now? But it passes, and it's no longer like everywhere you look, and then I think it's cool again. So um yeah, that was just a moment that you caught me in, Rob, where I was
okay.
feeling that way.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, I get those moments too. You know,
Yeah.
um, I have a lot of moments when it comes to watches during the course
Yeah.
of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, Chaz, how are you today? What do you got on wrist?
Man, I'm sorry I'm running late.
No worries.
Yeah, it's that time of year. But I have the let's see here.
Ah, the
The
snowflake.
yeah, SBGA 211.
Beautiful.
Nice
Very nice.
And
watch.
it was a Christmas party watch, so that's why it was out tonight. So it was
Oh,
a
very.
fun watch for the Christmas party.
Did
So
anybody notice your watch?
no, not even my wife. So, but it was, I took great pride in the fact that nobody recognized it at all.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. No, that's great. That's great. I forgot to tell you, I'm wearing my new pickup, the Doxa
whoa,
D
Awesome.
DC56.
Give us a solo. I got
Oh,
to
okay.
see it.
Yeah, sure, sure.
What strap is that too?
So this is just like a kind of like a generic rubber green digi camo strap. I don't even know who the maker is of it.
It suits it though.
It
Looks
does,
great.
doesn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the reason why I have it, and the one, I bought this pre-owned from Watch You Seek, and the previous owner had showcased it with a different strap, and he said in the description that the original strap, in great shape, is also included and has a clasp, and then when I got it, the clasp was so disappointing. Now, look, it's by no means a deal breaker, but it almost felt like tinny. You
Mm,
know what I mean? Like really cheap stamped clasp, and I was a little bit surprised by Doxa. I mean,
Damasco.
by Damasco.
mm,
Yeah.
This watch. I mean, I didn't get a new. I got a used, but new. It's like around $2,500 with the SI version. Um, so it was a little bit disappointing. It almost made me yearn for a Zen clasp. You know, um, but that's okay. That's okay. The strap itself is unbelievable. Damascus does a really good job, but they think they get D Model. I think that's the brand that they source the straps from, and those straps are great. I'm gonna see if I put another clasp on it. The chest has suggested I should see if I can find another clasp for it, or just put a buckle in there or something, because the
mm.
strap is perfectly fine. But I'm glad to have a German tool watch back in the collection. I was trending
Bobby
dressy.
Legs still loves German watches.
Bobby like still loves German watches. Maybe I could do an intro with that. And Chaz, you'll get an intro soon one day. Uh, no sub. Yeah, no. I was wearing this. I wore the sub like 2.5 months. Every day for 2.5 months, and trust me, I'm really excited about this watch. But tomorrow I'm going back to the sub. There's nothing that I've ever owned that has felt as good on wrist as that sub does. And it's just awesome. I love it. Um, nice strap on the domestic. Thanks. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. I give it 3 months max. No, 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 no. I wanna. I'm gonna try not to. I don't want to sell anything from my collection anymore. Like I want to. I've been this DC56 has been on my radar for about a year now. Like I've been wanting this to add this watch. Um, I've had other chronos in the collection come and go. Great chronos, the 903. I had a Junot chrono. Great, great, great watches. But
This is still a Value 7750
yeah,
slash Salita base, right?
no, it's a 7750. Yeah. So
Yeah,
um,
Not your
can't
first
say it's a
Damasco,
nice
right?
watch.
it's not my first Damasco. It's my first
Yeah,
Damasco chrono. Yeah.
yeah. Good
Uh,
watches.
Yeah.
I've owned one. Three
Yeah.
hander. Good watch.
Good watches. The case, beat blasted. Like that's the one thing about something like a Damasco or a Zen has that tegmented treatment, is that if the previous owner, whoever you're buying it from, buying from you, if they say it's in great shape, they throw in some pictures. Like typically, it's going to be in great shape. I mean, it's really hard to like scratch these up. So you can buy with confidence in regards to the case. Not anything else, like the movement wise and whatnot, I don't know, but you know, with the case at least. Um, okay. And I guess is there something funny on there did I miss or?
They're asking what kind of animal is on my shirt. I have no idea. And then they're calling it a homage to Polo.
Okay. All right, let me catch up with the chat. Sorry, guys. Jared, evening, everybody listening while driving. Hope all is well with you. Great seeing Chaz join the live stream as always. I want a 7750 in some form for the sake of owning a 7750. I'm also in that same boat, Neil. Like I've always, when I didn't have a 7750 in my collection, I've always wanted to have one. I just kind of, I like the Belgier 7750. I know it wobbles a little bit, whatever, who cares? But
That's never bothered me.
yeah, it's never bothered me.
Yeah, I'll be moving my Navi timer along. It has the 7750. I've
Hmm.
had it for close to 2 years now.
Hmm.
I don't wear it anymore. It's looking pretty. I really love the watch, but to me, if I have something, oh, what timepiece are you considering to get the misses? Okay, I honestly nothing. I gave my wife a really nice Seiko Presage last year. Um, she wore it exactly twice, and I had to wound it up. So she
Yeah.
told me, "Hey, I don't need any watches. Yeah, no, it's just waste of money. So if she were into watches, yes, I'd have something nice planned out. Maybe a Rolex, maybe an Omega Constellation, or a Cartier. But she's not interested, and I'm not, feeding the lion. There's already a bigger lion in the form of jewelry. So, oh, okay, she's not here. We're good to go.
It
I
looks like a
feel like it
moose.
looks like a moose. Yeah, I think it's a moose. King of Canada would know if it's a moose.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that a,
Isn't Moose
is that a
Jaw a
moose?
thing? Moose Jaw?
Oh yeah, that's a moose.
It's a
Moose
moose.
jaw?
King of
Yeah,
Canada has spoken. It's
yeah,
a
that's a
moose.
moose. That's a moose. I've never had moose meat. Can you believe that? Is that
I
is
have.
that weird?
Moose
Yeah,
burgers. Yeah.
yeah.
My brother-in-law was stationed in Alaska for a
Hmm.
couple of years and got some good moose burgers.
Oh man, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Kevin S., can you spot a German watches on Hogan's Heroes? I think Colonel Klink wore a Longa. Well, we'll have to ask Sanjay on Saturday night on his stream. Um, Bobby, give that ice hardened case to Tim Masso to key treatment on hair. No, I mean, look, I know it could take it. I don't need to send it to them. I just got it. Is Amin wearing a Tiffany branded polo? Um, Not the three-leg horse shirt that Dib wears swears by. uh, okay, Kevin's saying, Dib, buy her a watch you secretly want.
No,
No?
there's no BSing with my wife. She knows what I want. If she wants to wear one of my watches, more than welcome. Except the rule, except the Submariner.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She doesn't like watches that much. I've given her 5 watches in the last 2 years, and all of them are sitting in the desk. Sitting on the desk. It's no.
I gave my wife a Sega Presage and I got myself a sub Navitimer and a limited Zenith. Seems fair, right?
Sounds fair to me.
Sounds
Yeah.
uh, 7750 is a great movement. Personally, I love the Lamania 5100 and it's always on my watch list because I keep buying and selling them. I don't know why. I think Joe Chen's vintage Zen 903 has a Lamania in it. Um, I bet if Dib got her a Rado like Teddy B got Courtney, that watch would never leave her wrist. uh, Baby legs. Yes, yes. All right. All right, there, Mr. Ross. You caught me.
Oops.
You caught me. Karan saying give her a Black Bay 58.
She can wear it as long as she doesn't scratch it. I'm pretty sure something catastrophic is going to happen.
There's a lot of beeping going on in the background there. Are you
Somebody playing the flute, Dib?
Well, I live very close to a live bazaar. It's
Ah.
8:25 in the morning, and yeah, I can't stop the noises. It's
are
it's
you
India for you.
are you gonna walk down and get some like a nice toasted naan with and a cup of coffee? Is that or tea? I mean, what do you guys drink in the morning? Over.
Personally, my parents already had their morning tea.
Hmm.
My wife is there too. Um, I just go straight to breakfast. I don't need a pick me up. Yeah.
No.
Coffee and tea doesn't work on me, so I have no effect whatsoever other than just liking the hotness.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no naans in the morning.
No.
We don't eat naans in the morning, FYI.
No. No. Is that something that you have at lunch or dinner?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not morning, not
No.
not breakfast.
What is a typical Indian breakfast?
Well, there's no typical Indian breakfast. It depends where, in India you're from. So it
Yeah.
varies from state to state. But like in the south, it's mostly dosas, idlis, sambar, and all that stuff. in my
It's,
part of the world. I
it's not
don't
waffles and
think we have.
scrapple or anything.
No.
No.
People would ask, what's a waffle? And then look at it and then throw it away. Part of why
Mm.
Western companies, especially fast food chains, have such a hard time in India,
Hmm.
because they come in with, all their American food items and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And
Nobody
once they
likes
hit, get it.
nobody likes pork roll, egg, and cheese. No, no, that doesn't on a roll.
No,
Salt, pepper,
no,
ketchup. No. No, I mean,
no, but
yeah.
yeah.
Fake chicken nuggets haven't hit there yet.
Yeah, no.
I
The
think chicken
McRib.
nuggets are pretty big. No, McRib, no. You'll get the right-wing people, in a tizzy. Oh, I can't
Yeah.
say that. Sorry.
Shrimp parm. How about shrimp parm, Neff?
Always
In a
appropriate.
fancy restaurant, yes. So,
Really? Yeah.
well, I'll give you an example. Last night, my dad bought food from the local store.
Hmm.
It was chicken, chicken curry
Hmm.
for 6 people. Um, a mixture of lentils
Hmm.
and
Mm.
chapatis, which are, light naans.
It's always a party with your
So,
parties. Yeah.
yep. So 15 chapatis, not 15, I think 25. It's so cheap. I'm so glad I'm back in India because food is so cheap. I just spent $10 to feed 6 people.
Yeah. You know what? Let's have a
Uh,
little long version intro for Deb. Seiko
okay.
Doxa. Seiko Doxa. Amin, what do you got going on?
Ah,
I think we need to put Amin's Batman
no, please
video.
don't. I think I gotta find. We gotta make a video for Rob. I think we gotta make a Colin Pepsi video for sure. We gotta make a Rob Yubby video. I don't have the skills that it takes to do what
It's not much skills.
what Rob does.
There's not much.
I think
I
for
think we also need to make one for Marcus. His sharp
Ooh.
tongue and sharp wit. That's
his
a doozy right there.
his chronomet bleu.
Yeah. Yeah. Marcus.
What's the Chaz video gonna be?
Yeah.
The orange. It's got to be the
Oh,
orange PO.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be and there's gonna be some maybe volunteer football theme, from Tennessee, something like that, Um,
Colin, you have to come into this. You have the most identifiable watch. Colin saying, "Don't bring me into this." He's got to come into this.
I could
Colin's got to be the edgiest Canadian. Somewhere in there, you got to put edgy Canadian.
Yeah. Something like I'll have him like on a moose, like riding a moose or something like that, and the moose dancing. I don't know.
Mounted, what do they call them? Mounties?
Yeah.
You could do a beauty for Sanjay. You could work in the is it the Appalachian Trail?
well,
Dun, 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 dun. Is it
Appalachian
the
Trail.
Appalachian
I
Trail?
was
A Canadian
I was
Mountie
talking
on
to
the Appalachian
PB,
Trail.
Canadian Mountie on the Appalachian Trail, taking all your money away. I was talking to PB, and he told me the amount of money he gave customs for his Hermes. Oh, that hurt. That really hurt. It's like, but it applies to all Canadians.
Yeah.
Let's make one for the entire country.
Okay. I'll work.
That way,
Not that
way
we lump
Colin
all
won't be able to say,
nationalities in
"Don't bring
together.
me into this."
I'll work on it. Dib, good luck. You know, with the Panerai. Maybe something will work out there for you today. I have a
It's good to
Panerai.
see you, Dib.
Yeah.
Oh, nice to
Good
see
to
you
see you,
too,
Dib.
Chaz.
Yeah. Good. Thank you, Dib, for joining.
Hey,
Yeah.
Deb, what time of day do you go mingle with the commoners?
I I haven't gone out that much in the last few days. It's just been me trying to get my jet lag off. It's just been
Yeah.
sleeping. I usually work till 3 in the night, and then I wake up by 7. So usually I'm hungover. It's like a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, how do you put up with all the honking that wants to know?
Uh, I don't notice it.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
get used to it, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, at first it's disconcerting, especially because since it's a live bazaar here, the hawkers will come by 5 in the morning, so there will
Yeah.
be noise by 5 in the morning. First 2 3 days, yeah, it bothers me, but then it's like okay.
Thank you, Thomas, for the super sticker. Bruce Ross, live bazaar down on street level, and you don't get out much. uh, Man, I'd be out there all, eating samosas and haggling over, you know, whatever. Just haggle, right?
Well, the one thing I don't do anymore, especially with street hawkers, is haggle. I
Mhm.
used to do that, but I earn a decent enough salary where I don't need to save 10 15 rupees on something. If they ask,
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, fine. Here's the money. It
Yeah.
it
Plus you have Doxa, right? And Seiko.
I only have one Dox and one Seiko right now.
Not for long.
Can
Not
change
for.
in a hurry.
Yeah, that could change in a
Get the
hurry.
Panerai though. Get the Panerai.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys. Well, we'll let Dib off the hook. He's got a full day of work ahead, and then some maybe he'll take a nice little stroll within the bazaar with his wife. That'd be nice. I got pictured them holding hand in hand, walking through the bazaar.
You really don't have any idea of a live bazaar.
Have no idea.
Don't
Have
you? No,
none whatsoever. I mean, I've seen one.
because
I've seen one in Marrakesh. I've been to Marrakesh, and there's pretty much a live bazaar in the middle there of the walled city there, but and the sucks that are all around and whatnot, but
okay.
not an Indian bazaar.
What were you gonna say, Dib? He's got no idea what.
Now, the how a live bazaar looks like. It's dirty, smelly, and people are bumping into each other,
Not a good place
trying
for
to
a
get
handheld stroll.
no.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's busy. It's busy.
Yeah. Well, Amin, Dib, Chaz, Amin, you can find him on the Amin Reviews YouTube channel. Dib has got his um, Instagram there, watches with Mukherjee and Chaz FTB. Thank you so much for joining us
Sorry I'm
tonight.
late.
No, it's awesome. It's always a joy to have you on. And
Always fun.
chat. Thank you for joining us, and I think we'll probably see you again tomorrow. Take care. Have a good night.
See you
See
guys.
you
Take care,
later.
guys.
Good night, everyone.